Find a comfortable position. You might wish to lie down or stay seated. Allow your body to settle and take a gentle breath in and a gentle breath out. Bring the calm, quiet of true self to the fore and know that nothing needs to be fixed. Nothing needs to be solved. Nothing needs to be attained. Now, imagine you are in a deep forest. Tall trees stretch towards the sky. Soft vegetation surrounds you. And in the center of this forest, there is a watering hole. This watering hole is your true self, confident, courageous, and capable. It lays right in the center of your chest. This watering hole is an important part of the forest ecosystem. It is a place where the animals come to drink. It appears to be a calm location, and in many ways it is. But if we were to install a time-lapse camera in a secret spot, it would reveal just how busy and vital this water is to the life that lives here. The watering hole doesn't talk to the animals of the forest, nor does it chase them, and it certainly never stops them from coming to have a drink. It simply exists, calm, present, available. And because the watering hole is always here, the animals know they can come to drink whenever they need to. Now, imagine it is nighttime in the forest. It's quiet and still. From the darkness, an animal slowly approaches. We can hear it, but we can't yet see it. Perhaps it's a sloth moving slowly through the trees, carrying the weight of its own sadness. Or maybe a deer stepping cautiously through the foliage, skittish and alert, fear trembling through its body. It may even be a lion, a great angry lion that carries an old wound on its hind quarter that has never healed and causes a tremendous amount of pain. Each animal represents an exile that represents an emotion that lives inside of you. So take a moment now to find out what animal is approaching the watering hole. It will embody the emotion you need to allow right now. Okay, let's listen closely together and hear its quiet movement. The soft rustle of leaves and the careful placing of its feet as it approaches the water. For a moment it pauses, it looks around to see if it can proceed, and then it lowers its head to the watering hole and begins to drink. Little laps at first to ensure the purity and safety of the water, and then great lapping sloshes to satiate a raging thirst. As it drinks, something inside you happens. You feel what the animal carries, the sadness of the sloth, the terror of the deer, or the rage of the wounded lion. Whatever animal has come to drink tonight, its feelings manifest in your body as it takes large gulps from the watering hole in your chest. And yet you open yourself completely to this act, as you are the watering hole. You are true self, and this is the quiet courage within. I'll give you some space in the audio now to feel with allowance and neutrality. As we allow, let's remember that true self does not run from emotions, just as true self does not close the watering hole from a passing animal. It stays open, present, allowing the animal to drink. As the animal continues to lap the water, you feel its suffering more deeply. Each sip draws the feeling through you. Each movement of its tongue brings more of the emotion into your body. It feels intense. It feels raw. And yet somewhere inside, you know that this is the very purpose of the watering hole. You are here to hold space for this animal. Your presence was made for this. Calm, steady, spacious, to allow the suffering to be felt. You know that when the animal drinks, it can feel painful, but you know it's not dangerous. So you lay open to their actions with allowance and neutrality and no story attached. wide open and let the animal drink. No thoughts are required, nor are they invited. The story is the past. Now it is only words that keep it alive. So you are pure presence, without words and thoughts, just sensation, just feeling sensation as it manifests and moves in the body. The animal drinks and drinks and drinks, and the watering hole stays the course. It holds the line. It simply remains steady and open for as long as the animal needs. Your true self knows this. Your true self is not afraid of feeling feelings. It knows that emotions can be uncomfortable or painful or pleasant, but they are not dangerous. True self has a quiet confidence that emotions are like animals of the forest. They come to drink. They appear at a moment's notice and there is no rescheduling. So you allow them to drink, and when they have their fill, they leave. Remember, you are not the animal. The animal comes and goes. You are the watering hole, the calm presence that allows the experience. And you've noticed something delightful. The more the animal drinks, the less often it needs to visit. It seems important that the animal can remain at the watering hole and take its fill without being frightened or pushed away. So you allow, you allow, you allow. This is how you begin to live life more often from true self. Because when true self is present, our parts no longer have to work so hard to protect us from emotions that they don't want to feel. The emotions they fear can finally be felt. And when an emotion can be felt, it can be processed. Processing means that the emotion and the chemicals that make the emotion are allowed to rise and then fall. Chemicals surge in our body to communicate an emotion. That's all that emotions are. They are chemicals. They have ingredients. If those chemicals or that emotion is felt, the chemicals that make up the emotion can now stop surging and can instead be cleared away. It's a very physical process. We can then move forward with energy that is clean and focused on living as opposed to fearing. With time, our parts realize something important. They realize they no longer have to protect us from feeling our feelings. They don't need to distract, to numb, to control. They don't need to think about different tactics. They don't need to take over our mind continuously to strategize. They don't need to take over our life to overachieve, to be a perfectionist, to be a people pleaser, to be a peacemaker, to control a situation, because the feelings they were trying to avoid can now be experienced. They may sometimes be painful, but we know that they can safely be experienced. So, for a few moments more, continue to be the watering hole. Whether you feel frightened, sad, or angry, or perhaps you even feel restless and want to stop the meditation, or perhaps you feel content and you don't want it to end, be the watering hole. Remember to remove the want. Remove the wish to attain. Remove the thoughts and simply put your attention into your body parts. Find the loudest sensation and feel it. You can always find the loudest sensation and feel it. Continue to do this, allowing whatever animal needs to come to drink whenever it needs to come to drink. When you are ready, wiggle your toes. That's right, give them a wiggle. Now, wiggle your fingers and jostle about a little bit. Take a gentle breath in, just a natural gentle breath in. And that gentle breath out. Start to become aware of the room around you, whilst also staying in touch with the calm, confident presence of your own true self. Always here for your emotions, like a watering hole in the forest. Thank you for joining me today on the Mind Body Mountain. Before you go, can you do me a favor so that YouTube knows to place this video in front of somebody else that needs its help? Give it a like, share, or comment. And if you wish to support the channel, join the membership. So for now, take care of your true self and your parts, and I'll see you on the next one.